Outreach in a city as big and diverse as Denver is a challenge, but it's a challenge the city should embrace and champion.
Our team looked at how the city complies with public notice requirements and whether those requirements are enough to ensure members of the public are informed. And we found some room for improvement.
Communicating with the public is important but difficult to do effectively. I directed my audit team to examine the city's public notice requirements and other areas of engagement after many of my constituents said they didn't feel informed before the city did work that affected their neighborhoods. Some say they didn't hear about road work near their house until it was already happening. Others have told me they didn't know about changes in parks or new bike lanes until it was too late to give input. This was enough for me to want to take a closer look at what the city does and what it is required to do.
We found the city's public notice and engagement efforts are decentralized and vary by agency. Some agencies go above and beyond, while others fall short.
Denver needs to raise the bar to achieve more comprehensive and inclusive public notice and engagement. We chose case studies from 3 agencies who frequently have projects which include public notice requirements. We found selected agencies don't always meet the minimum requirements, and those minimum requirements aren't enough to meaningfully engage the public.
Public notices are a minimum form of outreach on a spectrum of engagement activities meant to increase transparency. They are legally required and intended to inform. By comparison, public engagement is not legally required, but it is crucial to informing and involving the public.
Adhering only to public notice requirements may result in missed opportunities for the city to engage with the public as it develops projects, and community members may not know chances for input exist. For example, the city was legally required to tell neighbors about road work for 2 bike lane projects, but no notice at all was required for the bike lanes themselves. In some cases, public notice might come too late for the public to provide significant input. Or agencies might rely too heavily on registered neighborhood organizations, which are run by volunteers and might meet infrequently. A transparent government seeks to ensure community members affected by government decisions can both influence and actively participate in making those decisions. In this audit, we found there is no easy one-size-fits-all solution, but better engagement is still needed. Well, that's it for this episode of Ask the Auditor. If you have a question, submit it to auditor@denvergov.org, and maybe your question will be the next question we answer on the next episode of Ask the Auditor.